From Mount Juliet, Tennessee, not too far right here from Nashville. He actually started his career right here at Metro, so Metro has a little bit of pride in this one also. Let me read you the award for this one, and this ties the connection between our field responders as being customers too. On Sunday, June 9th, 2013, Richard was working alone in the evening shift as a single-person communications center. Things were fairly calm, and most of the shift, things were about to change. Richard took a disturbance call at one of our apartment complexes. At about 7:50 p.m., the first call came in about a group of people hanging out in a courtyard of an apartment complex. At the time of the call, the only unit in service was Shift Sergeant Matt Main. Matt Main volunteered to take the call and then said, "Send me cover when you can." Once the sergeant got on the scene, the crowd initially dispersed with very little trouble. Sergeant Mangin checked back in service for just a short while, but advised the dispatcher to reopen the call because he was watching from a distance that the crowd had gathered once again. After only a few minutes, Richard asked Sergeant Mang for a status check with no response. After not getting a response to a second status check, Richard immediately went to work to get some help to the apartment complex for the sergeant. While calling the county sheriff's department for assistance, he tried to raise the sergeant 3 different times and finally heard a call for help. Help was already on the way. With that radio call, Richard switched into high gear, calling other surrounding agencies for help on the phone and on mutual aid radio channels, all while fielding numerous 911 calls coming in from residents from the apartment complex. He also handled non-emergency calls and other emergency calls during this event. During the course of the event, Sergeant Mang was assaulted by one of the suspects in basically an ambush situation. While trying to place his initial suspect into the patrol car, Richard was also calling County Fire and EMS and staging them. Sergeant Mang as well needed assistance from other officers, and Richard did an exemplary job handling the officer in distress ambush situation. While still being able to call for assistance from these 3 other police agencies and fire agencies, he fielded all incoming calls from the public. He has received a letter of commendation from the departments for his actions, as well as being our Civilian Employee of the Year. And all of this was done in less than a year's time of being at Mount Juliet. He has been in the emergency telecommunications industry for over 8 years total, and we bring to us today Richard from Mount Juliet, along with the sergeant that he saved that night.
My name is Matt Mang. I'm a sergeant with the Mount Juliet Police Department in Tennessee, here just right down the road from Nashville, about 15 minutes down Interstate 40. I'm the one that was involved in the incident. I can't speak too much on it because of pending civil litigation, but I would like to say a few words. Thank you to Kevin Willett, who coordinated this for us. Thank you to everybody in emergency communications. It's just like in law enforcement, it's underpaid and underappreciated, but we do it for one reason. It's for public safety, and we love what we do. And most of all, thank you, Richard, for being there when I needed you most. You're an amazing person, an amazing dispatcher. Thank you very much. Now I know what the president feels like with teleprompters. Welcome to Nashville, y'all. Glad everybody's here. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. First, let me just say thank you. This is an amazing honor. After getting the letter of commendation and Civilian Employee of the Year, I thought that was the end of it. And when I heard about this, it blew me away. Just goes to show how much of a family we all are in public safety. Not just the field responders from police, fire, EMS, but all the way into us. We are the first responders. We take it all to begin the incidents, and we deal with it. And we're the beginning. We're the first responders. And that's our connection to the field. That day was extremely stressful, probably one of the most stressful days I've ever had, but one of the most rewarding, because it brought me closer to a man that I consider a friend. That's really about all I can say. But thank you, I really appreciate it.
Those are our two award winners for this year. And again, thank you so much, NENA, and for everyone that helps bring this to